100 episodes.
Does that mean we're almost to 2 years? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that means we're...
Wouldn't it 104 be 2 years?
Yep.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
We're going to do something special at 104.
I know, we're going to have to now. You go. You start.
I thought we were started.
We are.
All right. Welcome to the Bad Brothers Podcast, episode 100. I can't believe it's been 100 episodes. Raise your hand if you've listened to all 100 episodes. I can't even raise my hand.
I've listened to more. I've listened to some deleted ones as well.
Yeah. But, yeah, here we are. 100 episodes in. That's a lot of anything. Did you do that in elementary school when you're learning about numbers and you have to do a 100 project and you have to glue 100 Cheerios to a piece of paper, or you had to bring in 100 of something?
You know what? I was just thinking about that on the way here, and that was not a thing when I was in school. Somehow it started in between you and I were on it now, and then the kids dress up old. They dress up like
I
old
haven't
people.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, on the 100th day of school or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe that was on whatever was on Pinterest before Pinterest existed when I was a kid. And so then it went viral in the teacher world. Maybe it was on Oprah or something.
Yeah, probably.
Kids in whatever elementary brought together 100 Cheerios.
Do you have a favorite episode?
Do I have a favorite episode of ours?
Yeah. It's too hard to think of them all.
Yeesh. I know. It is hard to think of them all.
Okay, let me give you some. Okay, we have a 5-star rating
Oh, yeah.
on Apple Podcasts.
Does it rate by most listened to or anything like that?
No, I should have done that. They're actually all about the same.
Yeah. The same 7 people.
Well, speaking of how many people listen, I wrote a nice poem.
Oh.
It was going to be a song, and then I did it too late, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to make it a song. Too much effort.
Yeah, boy!
100 death threats. I wrote this before. I'm sorry. I wrote it before.
Just let it ride. It's who we are.
100 death threats are something to fear unless they're from a prisoner doing 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Abraham Lincoln and his famous 4 scores could have had 100 if he added one more.
Was it 20 years?
Yeah. A century. A C-note. That's Latin. 30 more episodes than people who listen.
Ooh.
10 times 10. An A+ percentage. Our mom thinks the podcast has ruined our image. If 2 bad brothers became acceptably good, then 100 episodes have done what they should.
Oh. That was it?
Yeah.
It ended so sweet.
It wasn't a...
What a roller coaster of emotions. Each stanza had me just on the edge of my seat.
I tinkled a little. Actually, you know what? Because I was thinking about a bunch of things all together. The weather's getting nicer. We're having our 100 episodes. When you first started the podcast, we did some outdoor podcasts.
Yep.
And then I was watching on Tiger Belly, and they were talking about Bobby writing songs and with Kalila, and she started crying at some of the songs. But then she was talking about missing the old times at their apartment and
the beginnings of the podcast.
Yeah.
Like ours in the garage.
Yes, I guess they were just talking about living there, but
With no heater.
but yeah, then I was thinking about when we started this podcast, it was funny because it was outside or in the garage and it'd be raining and so loud.
Mm-hmm. Remember the one
Good
time we were in the
times.
garage and it was hot, so we had all the doors and windows open, and then all of a sudden you heard the neighbor.
Mm-hmm. That was like on the third one.
That was a good time.
vocalizing her enjoyment
Mhm.
of activity. Oh, the other thing I was gonna do is freaking grab some clips. I wanted to do like
If you haven't noticed on the Instagram clips,
oh
Been coming
yeah, I hope you like those clips.
reels,
Reels. I gotta keep it to 90 seconds. or
so
something
easy
like
to
that.
share with your friends.
The whole deal is, listen, I'm not going all out with content. I'm not trying to make it the best podcast in the world.
Not posting 3 times a day.
However, if you feel like you do want to share this podcast and tell somebody about it, it's easier to like share a reel than to say, hey,
Listen to this.
I've
whole
got
hour
45
thing.
minutes of a podcast you can listen to.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm making those so you can share them if you want to. So do it. But yeah, what I wanted to do was chop up the first episode and give you like a little questionnaire about it.
Like just how bad the first episode was.
Well, I was going to see if you could answer like, well, this is how far I made it, because it was like what you called yourself is like color commentary or whatever. That's what you said.
Yeah.
And just like that, just like questions. And I could not make it more than a couple minutes into the podcast. It was so bad. We should have
Just
done
so awkward.
Yeah, we should have done the thing where you record like 5 on your own
Yeah.
and then listen to it. But I thought I had spoken enough to where, but it's a different medium. And I was like weird at the beginning. On the very first episode, I was kind of more like NPR. I thought I had to sort of talk slow and sort of talk mellow and talk like this. And even though there's no podcasts that I listen to that are like this,
That's how I talk.
I was just talking sort of mellow and
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just odd. It was not good. So if you look on the Apple Podcast, it says it says we only have 86 episodes. That's not true because we have 100, but actually we have some extras in there.
Well, yeah, and there's the ones that we dropped off from the beginning.
Yeah, because I just deleted them.
They
You
can
can't
be
see
found
them.
on the Patreon. Just kidding.
If you donate $1,000, you can listen to them all. You got jokes in your hand or what?
I always have jokes in my hand. My wiener. Just kidding. You want me to hit you with the joke?
Yeah, hit me with the joke. I got some too.
All right. Cue the music. Did you hear about this? A Chicago man who was born without a jaw resulting in him not being able to speak, eat, or breathe properly has finally found love and is getting married at the age of 41. So ladies, there is hope. The perfect man does exist. Does not talk back, doesn't snore, and you don't have to listen to those annoying chewing sounds.
Ooh, good. You know what? I'm proud of you because I thought it was going to go to a sexual place and it didn't. So, good job. He didn't look that bad.
No, it's like he looks literally exactly normal, just no bottom jaw.
Kind of like Joe List.
Yeah. He'll be here. I think he's technically in Gig Harbor right now.
Oh, yeah. Let's tag him. See if he wants to be a guest in our pod.
That'd be wild.
That it? You got one?
I got another one.
But
you
save
could-
it for next week.
No, I could do it this week. But I was going to let you go. Back and forth.
No, okay, you go.
Okay. Rumor is... Sorry, hold on. Did you hear about this? Rumor is Michael Vick has decided to end his retirement from professional football and will debut for the fan-controlled football league. Unbeknownst to him, though, a group of animal activists, keyboard warriors, have tipped the online polls and voted for him to just stand in the middle of the field while a circle of beastly linebackers all rush in to take him down.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
We used to call that smear the beep.
Yeah, they don't play that anymore.
They call it something else, like smear the cis white male. You
Oh, you got me with that one. I was gonna. It's the
Spit
sour
take.
thing.
Spit take.
I was going to drink my slobber, and then got me with the addendum. Okay, ready? This is kind of a long one.
I'm not surprised.
More human bones are emerging from California's Lake Mead
Oh yeah,
as their drought continues. You
the
seen
barrels?
those pictures?
The barrels.
I don't know. This is mostly headlines, TBH.
Oh,
Visitors have been asked not to search for more human remains or artifacts in the reservoir. But if you think about it, it's not that finding bones is bad. It's where you find bones. Finding bones at the bottom of a lake, probably bad. Finding bones under an ancient cathedral, probably good. You might be getting your PhD. Finding forgotten bones in a narrow Arctic cave, good. Finding forgotten bones in a freezer, bad. Bones flown home from a faraway battlefield, good. Bones taken home from the hospital, bad. Ooh. Finding bones fossilized under layers of rock, good. Finding bones hidden behind layers of sheetrock, bad.
Gacy.
New Oklahoma Sooners QB is named General Booty.
What?
His dad named him after his mom's unimpressive ass. General Booty.
I was thinking it's military.
Elon Musk's mom became the oldest Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model.
I saw it.
But at 74, she's not in some sexy bikini, but something more tasteful for a woman her age. Exposed ankles.
Ooh.
The cover turns out to be bad timing as it coincides with Elon Musk's sexual assault allegations filed by a former SpaceX flight attendant. Reportedly, after the assault, Musk tried to buy the woman's silence by offering her a horse. He said, No, that's a lie. And his exact words were, "Come ride it, my pony." And then he did the wow, 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 wow. I think.
Who is that?
Genuine.
Oh yeah, Genuine.
That's it.
That was a perfect time for a yeah, boy, and I was not ready.
Get it. Hit me with another one.
Oh, it's deep in now. I've got the jokes out and everything. And
Yeah, boy!
Genuine.
Wait. I told you I went to see Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, I never got the update besides the one thing, the picture. I don't know if you're going to tell that story.
What picture?
Where you sat.
Oh, yeah. Dang it. Yeah. So, longtime friend of the pod, Matt Lacombe.
Mm-hmm.
His wife Chanel. She calls, and on Friday evening, about 5:00, hey, can you go to Nate Bargatze tomorrow? It's a late show. It's in Bellingham, so I'll buy the tickets and I'll even get a hotel since it's so far away. And all you have to do is go, basically.
Yeah.
Well, all you have to do is drive. Find out later. And no, it's fine. And so she's like, you have 1 hour to let me know. So I'm like, okay, I can go. I use up the hour. She's like, good, because I already bought tickets.
Where was the location?
Bellingham, they have a theater there. Nice. It's cool. It's really cool on the inside. We couldn't find anywhere to eat. First of all, Bellingham, figure out your downtown.
I found somewhere to eat in Bellingham that day.
That day?
Yeah.
When did you go? You were in Bellingham that day?
Yeah, remember I told you. I was in Linden, Washington.
I thought you were in Mount Vernon.
Showing dogs in Linden. And then when it was over, we had dinner in Bellingham before we drove back.
What time were you having dinner?
Dinner time?
6?
5 or 6, yeah.
Okay. Well, we got there like closer to 8.
Oh.
And what place to eat at? Do you remember?
It's called like Juxt.
Oh yeah, I saw that place.
Yeah.
No, all those places down there were all maxed out. All of them had like 45-minute waits or were closing.
Well, yeah, we went to try to go to one Mexican place and they're like 2-hour wait.
I know. Yeah, it was insane. So
was it like graduation weekend or something?
No, because everybody that was, like parents or something.
Yeah, college town.
But no.
High school.
I didn't see college age people out. I saw people who were like 28 to 40.
Maybe
out.
that's just Saturdays in Bellingham.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe it's sort of like the culture-ish there.
Doug,
please let us know. Comment on this post. Yeah, so we couldn't find anywhere to eat, so we ate at this, like the one place open, because Matt hadn't eaten. He was really hungry, and by the time we walked around forever, then I was getting hungry too.
Yeah.
It was this like Chinese, quote unquote Chinese place that was like right next to the theater.
American Chinese.
Yeah, and it looked like, it had like 10 seats in it, and
Those are some of the best ones, though.
No, not this one. It was pretty run down. It was pretty poor. The food was not good. Let me tell you. Anyways, it wasn't good.
You didn't have a blowout mid-show, did you?
Well, that's what I was worried about when you go to a place like that.
Yeah.
But I still got the prawns anyways.
Yeah.
I figured, it was so close to showtime.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever blowout's going to happen, I could probably make it post-show.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's not belabor this non-story any longer. I go in, and Chanel printed out paper tickets for some reason.
1956.
And so we get to our row, AA. Ooh. So then Matt was hitting all the people with welcome to AA, all that.
Oh,
So he was kind of the
step.
He was kind of the star of the row. Because we were on the end.
Your seat's only 12 steps down that way.
Well, then, so we're going to sit, and he goes, okay, I'm 36, and that was the last seat in the row.
What was your ticket?
And so he goes, so you must be 35? And I was like, no, I'm 37. And he looks at me like, not really funny.
Yeah.
He goes, you're kidding. I was like, no, I'm not kidding. It's right on this piece of paper, 37. And it was immediately obvious what was happening because
You got scalped.
our row did not extend the length of the row in front of us.
Mm.
And nor was there another seat behind it.
Mm.
I was in the handicapped seat. And
ADA seat.
I went to ask the lady, I was like, I made it sound like it was not Chanel's fault.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they sold me this
They.
ticket. Yeah, unnamed like they. I mean, maybe
11 out of 12 dentists sold me this ticket.
I mean, maybe she didn't see it, or maybe it was not clear or something. I mean,
Right.
I'm just blaming Chanel for the podcast. But yeah, so I'm like asking the lady, I was like, hey, so they sold me this seat, and she's like, so do you need a chair? And I was like, well, I can use my legs if that's what you mean, but also I don't have a place to sit. And she's like, oh, I can get you a chair. So I'm just sitting in like a freaking,
Youth group chair.
youth group chair.
Is it a squeaky? Was it like squeaky metal?
No, it wasn't squeaky, luckily, but and to make matters worse, there was an actual wheelchair guy. He had like the Dodge Ram of wheelchairs, like 4 rows up from us. So
Was he in one of those spaces as well?
yeah,
Did more than one? Because I was gonna, what if you were just, that was the only one and you were
that's
there?
what. Yeah, so then I was texting Chanel. I was like,
Then it'd be like, you're in the big stall when all the other ones are open. So,
I was saying like a Make-A-Wish kid couldn't come tonight because you bought this ticket and all this stuff. So, anyways, it was fun, and of course Nate Bargatze is amazing. So
yeah.
his jokes are just so simple, but they're so.
Did someone
funny.
from his show open? From his podcast? That guy? Can't think of his name.
Matt knows. It's like a redhead guy.
Yeah. Bigger?
No,
Oh.
he
I
used
don't
to
know.
be a youth pastor at Mars Hill, I guess.
Oh, what? I don't know.
And there was another opener, a Canadian guy. He did like 5 minutes though.
Like a host.
No, because there was a different person.
Oh, weird. Interesting. But it was really good.
Oh yeah, it was really, really good.
I've got something.
Okay, I was gonna do a throwback.
I was going to do a giveaway.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, boy.
100th episode giveaway. Here's how it works. If you made it this far into the podcast, to be the first person to comment on either of the posts of today, the Sunday or Monday post of this episode, be the first to comment. And if you're a listener, you know that to be the top comment, you have to quote something from the episode and then do cry laughing emoji afterwards. So if you're the first person to comment, you get
An Amtrak keychain.
a $20
Oh.
Starbucks gift card.
Nice.
And you have to be willing to give me your address so I can send it to you. But also,
And share it on your socials.
oh,
that's what we
everyone,
should've done. Follow.
everybody comment a quote with a laugh cry face, because then one will be randomly selected to win
Ooh, nice.
a
I'm gonna do
Bad
it.
Brothers podcast shirt for
Oh,
free.
Nice.
You'll have 1 week to comment. Anyone can comment. Your friends can comment. Tag your friends. Say comment a quote from the podcast with the cry face emoji, the laughing cry face.
It can be perfectly horizontal or slanted, either one.
Yes. Either one is appropriate. I prefer slanted.
I know the world just switched to slanted like 6 months ago.
Yeah, no, stop Asian hate. And so comment like, tell your friends to comment like they can win. But whoever's first gets the Starbucks card, and then a random selection will be chosen for this shirt.
Nice.
A shirt of your choice off the merch.
Nice. That's going to be fire. Okay. Well, I got something we can add to the end of this episode. You know, we've been through a lot on this episode, and I feel like I need to bring up some awkward things sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw a tweet this week.
The one that I saw on Instagram and sent you, and you
No.
said that you already sent it to me on Twitter because I don't check Twitter.
No. This person, a female, an audiobook, but where someone comes over and personally reads to you while giving you tea and playing with your hair.
What?
Do I need to read it again?
No, I'm just making sense of it.
An audiobook,
But it's live.
but yeah, exactly. But also personally reads to you while giving you tea and playing with your hair. And this is a thing that I think is interesting. Now, it's going away a little the more you get older.
Mm-hmm.
But still in college, like, girls would be like brushing each other's hair, braiding each other's hair, just doing different hairstyle. You know, you could just be like watching a movie or a show, and then some girls like practicing 14 different hairstyles on her friend or
Fishtail braid.
whatever. Yeah.
French braid.
But they themselves say the feeling feels good to have somebody playing with your hair. That's what this
Yeah.
lady. And so that's something I've noticed over time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always, just made a joke like
As a scientist,
girls are
you've
just like
collected data,
a certain percentage
made
lesbian,
a hypothesis,
all of them.
hypothesis.
And so they'll say like, "Oh, it just
Especially in college.
I like somebody playing with my hair, especially in college." Like I said, it just gets. If you heard like a 80-year-old lady be like, "Oh, Marjorie, it feels so good when you play with my hair," that would be
When you
odd.
play with my perm.
So we know there's some kind of sliding scale in between, 18 and 80,
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there should be a place where you can go to get non-sexual physical touch.
There is. Sport clips. And you have to get the MVP package.
Now, I did see the MVP package at Sport Clips when I was there the other day. Now, exactly.
You went to Sport Clips?
No, I didn't personally.
Oh.
I did take my kids there. Well, I was just checking it out.
Uptown.
Yeah, we just went last minute. Apologies to anybody who
I
listens
did it
to-
also, and then some cracked out lady did my hair, and I had to drive to the one in Port Orchard and have them fix it.
It was not. First of all, I saw a black guy go in there, and it's not because he's black or whatever, but it's the hair. His hair is different, and he wanted like a fade, and this 4'6" girl
Mm-hmm.
was trying to fade this guy's hair,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked. I saw him walking out. It looked awful.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just, man. But the boys' hair was good, but we didn't get that lady. We got a different lady.
Listen to this move in terms of non-sexual hair touching. Roll into Sport Clips on the day of a big sporting event, i.e. Super Bowl, NCAA championship, something of the sort. Game 7. You roll in with your boys. Everyone drops $500 for an all-day MVP package. $28 times 30-minute average sessions over 8 hours. Have them take off 1/4 of a centimeter for each cut, and then get the hot towel every time. And the hair washing.
Wait, what is this?
Could be the move.
Oh, I forgot you left. Could be the move. That's hilarious.
Just keep. Actually, when I was in Wilmington, Delaware, Not to be confused with Virginia. I think there's a Wilmington, or it's Ohio or something. Anyway, home of Joseph H. Biden. It was summertime, so it was like 100 degrees outside, and they were doing, with their MVP package, you got the hot towel, and then you got the icy towel.
Ooh.
And they had some deal that we got. It was like, it was like 3 haircuts for some amount of money. Good deal. And so we did that. Got like 3 haircuts in
But
6 weeks.
I want to move it out beyond just the realm of hair.
Yeah.
And it could be any part of your body,
What?
but it has to be non-sexual.
I think
So-
that's just the elbow.
So no. So somebody could just like rub your back or do their fingers on your back.
Hate it.
Fingernail. What?
Dude, you're talking to a weighted blanket pant seam guy over here.
Oh my gosh. If I could just be touched at all times, that would be the greatest thing in the world.
I
But
like touching, but not light touching. I don't like the fingernails.
yeah, it's not massage either, because massage is a specific thing. It's just touching. And so my suggestion would be, because if you're going to be like, hey, I'm going down to the non-sexual touching place,
Mm-hmm.
that, and, oh, what are you going to have done? I want to have them rub my back or whatever.
I think that place is called airport security.
And so it's like, yeah, I'm going to get a 30-minute back rub, but not back massage, just touch. You throw on a TV in there,
Mm-hmm.
like HGTV or whatever the
TLC.
yeah, TLC. What the
Easy as TLC.
you ever go into like, that's how the men's haircut place is down in Port Orchard, because it's all like the women like giving the haircuts, so all the TVs were on, they weren't on like sports or
Oh,
something.
really? There's
It would
the
be,
one
like,
in Spokane.
HGTV,
One in
TLC.
Spokane called The Man Shop. And it all has like ridiculous like posters on the wall of like, Jeff Foxworthy quotes. And they have like Sports Center on 24/7 or whatever.
So what it is they have a database there and of areas that can receive non-sexual touching. And see, what you have to do is your significant other has to sign off,
Mm-hmm.
because they're the ones who know. And
Hopefully.
they're the ones that can affirm which zones
Yeah.
are sexual, which are not sexual. It's like, oh yeah, Michael,
Oh, you know which one I would do?
he can have a back rub. That's fine.
And I'll watch these videos on TikTok as the ear cleaning ones with the camera. It's like the ear doctor, and the people get like stuff all impacted in there by using Q-tips, and then they have to use little tools to
Mom
get
was
it
just talking that Julia has to do that.
don't use Q-tips, father. It packs your earwax into your ears and it blocks your eardrum.
Oh, not
and
Dad,
you can't
Julia.
hear. Well, where'd she learn it from?
And then she does the drops, and then that comes out.
Yep.
So you want a woman or a man?
Yeah, it could be an old man with a...
That's the whole thing. It's not sexual.
Yeah. But it's really satisfying to see the earwax come out. Not sexually satisfying.
Exactly. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah. I was just trying to think of somewhere to be touched that...
A happy ending is at this place, or just somebody says the end?
Yeah.
All done.
You just got your money's worth.
Exactly.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm going to do the first ever non-sexual touching. I got to figure out a new name, though, because
Just bringing up non-sexual takes your brain to sexual.
that's the problem.
Yeah. Quick
Quick touch.
touch on touching.
Yeah.
And we've talked a lot about weighted blankets and
Oh, yeah.
trauma and things like that. Had a customer the other day come on the train for a company that shan't be named. And they came on and they had a service animal, quote unquote. And the other conductor asked them what service they provide. They said it was a compression dog. It has to sit on their lap because
That's awesome.
most service animals are trained to be on the ground.
Yeah, because you can. What's the legality? Is like you can ask them what service they provide.
Yeah, it's like the only thing you can ask.
But then once he says compression dog, then you can't do anything.
Right.
So there's really no point of even asking.
Yep.
Compression dog.
Yeah, so she had her, it wasn't even a big dog. It was like a, lap dog. It's a compression dog. Because you're supposed to be able to ask what they provide because let's say you start having a seizure or something, then it's like,
Yeah.
what's happening,
Can the dog
I had someone the other day, did I say this on here? Comes up to me, he's like, hey, just so you know, I have this pacemaker, blah, blah. I didn't wear my bracelet thing today, so I'm just letting you guys know if I fall over, it should be about 20 seconds and I'll get jumped. But I just die for a couple of seconds. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. He's like, yeah, it only happened 12 times last year, so.
Oh, one a month?
Yeah. Just dies.
That's scary.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, can we use the jumper cables on you? And he's like, nope. He's like, if it's longer than the 20 seconds, if I don't come back, that's it.
Crazy.
And I was like, okay.
Well, I guess good for him that he
Yeah.
doesn't mind talking about it or whatever.
Yeah.
He's used to that. That's hilarious.
12 times.
Well, speaking of compression dogs.
Speaking of compression dogs, I have to pee.
Okay. You can wrap this episode then.
Yeah, I'll wrap this up. This episode, along with many of our other episodes, brought to you by White Claw Hard Seltzer Surf. Still on the surf. We're ready for summer. Michael has Bud Light Seltzer
Wait,
Sours.
Surf. Those are the new ones?
Yeah, these are the summer ones we had last time.
I forgot we had those.
And also, episode 100. And if you just take 100 and times it by 10, you get 1,000. And if you donate $1,000 to our video fund, you'll be a lifetime donor extraordinaire and be forever enshrined into the episodes of the Bad Brothers podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to comment and quote and put in the laughing cry face so you can win
the shirt.
a shirt and or Starbucks gift card. You have 1 week to quote and win.
Don't quote something in the first 5 seconds.
Just quote. Whatever helps the algorithm.
Yeah, boy!
So this has been the Bad Brothers Podcast, episode 100.